Hello, everyone, and welcome to the PG. I'm Jamie,
And I'm Victoria.
and here we are going to be watching some paranormal videos, whether to see if it's human creativity or something actually real.
So Jamie's found a video for us to watch today, so come and join us and see what we see and come to your own conclusions.
And today's video actually comes from Nuke's Top 5.
All right.
Let's see what he has in store for us today.
I'm excited. Ooh.
A few months ago, a woman named Rosanna bought an old apartment somewhere in France and moved in with her two very young children and her 13-year-old cat, Loli. But almost immediately after moving into the new place, her cat begins to act very strangely.
It's not a happy cat. Wait, did he?
Uh-oh. Well, go check on the cat. Don't
Yeah,
just
you're just
stand
standing
there.
around the corner. Come on.
The cat, Loli, aggressively hisses and snarls at something that
Because he
Rosanna
charged
can't
it, right?
see.
I just
Now,
saw.
Rosanna
Yeah.
says that the cat had never done anything like this before they moved. So as a single mother, Rosanna shares custody of her children with their father. So one night when the children are away at their dad's house, something happens that makes Rosanna's blood run cold.
Oh, wait.
Have you seen this before?
I realized who this is.
Oh wait.
It's Darkcha.
Yep. Looks like the room looks familiar. Yeah, no. I think there are other things going on in the room for you to be messy. Yeah, the drawer. No.
Even though Rosanna is completely
Mama.
alone,
Mama,
she
it's
hears her
getting
young daughter's
deeper.
voice calling out to her from the children's bedroom. The voice repeats, "Mama," over and over. But strangest of all, the voice seems to be coming from an old radio that doesn't even have batteries inside. After this absolutely terrifying experience,
yeah.
Rosanna
Dark
decides to share her story online in search of advice. She also calls for help from a local priest. The scared mother is now desperate to try absolutely anything to get rid of the sinister entity that seems to be haunting her home. But nothing seems to help. In fact, it just gets much, much worse.
The slow motion cat. Is that a wig?
Okay, this part is new. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, nah.
Oh. And it's straightened up just to look at her.
Its eyes following her? It looks like its eyes are. No, it's just rotating.
If it blinks, I'm going to scream. Oh.
At first I thought that was a TV screen. I don't know why.
Same.
It's like, oh no, it's gonna fall. I didn't hear it, did you?
I did not hear
The
it.
head of a dressing mannequin that Rosanna has had for years moves on its own and seems to follow her with its eyes as she moves
It
around
almost looks
the
like it's
room.
on a lazy Susan.
Rosanna feels
Yeah.
that the apartment is no longer safe for her children and decides to stay in the home all alone. Eventually, she becomes so scared that she starts to only sleep in the apartment's living room. But then,
I think we
late
saw
one
this.
night, Rosanna hears her cat Loli angrily snarl.
Okay, so real quick, I do have some skepticism
Same.
with the first of all, with the drawers, the Lazy Susan,
The drawers to me looked very automated.
Yeah, and but both the drawers and the Lazy Susan, like, well, because, I mean, technology has really advanced. So obviously, it could be remote controlled somehow.
I was thinking that too, and the sound doesn't have to be coming from the stereo.
Exactly, it could be
coming from somewhere else.
Exactly.
It also, I don't know much about dark chat. I mean, like other like in depth, but it all seems to be only her, nobody else in the place.
Exactly, it only happens to her.
Yeah.
And not her children.
Like she's the only one around to film, and it's kind of like, I mean, she could come up with these stories and send them in for publicity, and like, hey, this is to make up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
and
haunting reenactment, I guess you
yeah.
could kind of call it.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but it's just a performance.
Yeah, because I mean, even with that notebook thing, which both you and I thought was a TV.
Yeah.
She could have angled it a certain way to look where it was standing up at any second. Literally falls down.
Yeah, but the head, the mannequin head, was just spinning.
So, and I mean, with other videos, we never see her face.
Yeah.
Or anything else. So.
And she seemed, I don't know if this is just me. She seemed to be like overly focused on trying to show that the stereo couldn't possibly be functioning, like making a show of it. Like first she opens, there's no tape cassette, she's turning the knob, she's turning the power off and on, and then she has to go to the extra step of like turning it over, opening it up, and showing that there's no batteries. Like if there's a real haunting going on around, why are you like focused on that
and not the drawers
not the the voice that's talking to you? Like, no, you gotta show that the stereo couldn't possibly be working. I don't know. It just...
Yeah. So, well, let us...
continue.
Yeah, especially, well, since the cat is having a genuine reaction
that
to something.
Part, yeah, I don't know.
And, because, I mean, we all know that animals tend to have a sixth sense about stuff that we can't see.
Yeah.
So...
Snarling at something in the hallway just outside the living room door. What happens next is downright chilling.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Oh, yeah. We've seen this.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing about this. She could have cut it, and it could be a mannequin that she keeps bringing, or it could be a friend.
Or does this move forward at all? Yeah, it is moving forward, isn't it?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
She has
This could be on a...
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. It could be on a track of sorts. Like it just slowly moves forward. Unless it just disappears right here. I can't remember.
After this very disturbing incident, Rosanna says that she became seriously ill and spent the rest of the night throwing up. She says she is absolutely convinced that the old apartment she bought is haunted by a demon. For now, she stays at a hotel with her cat until she can hopefully afford to move somewhere else. She says she's currently seeking legal action against the people who sold her that apartment.
I don't know.
The thing in the basement.
Oh, okay. So two things. Like, she says that it's a demon, but it has not shown any of the well-known signs of a demon. There's been no smell of sulfur. There's been no scratches or bruises. And on top of that, there's no growling apart from the cat.
Yeah.
And
true, it doesn't seem, I don't know as much as you do about that, but like it doesn't seem like to be the normal demonic presence kind of thing.
Yeah. And meanwhile, suing the owner, I don't think you can actually do that, Because, I mean, who's to say that it won't follow you to the next place you go to?
Exactly.
If it's real. So.
Yeah.
But, alright, so, number 9, the thing in the basement. Well, first of all, basements are never good. So,
True.
well,
Being in Florida my whole life, I've never been in a basement. I've heard tales.
yeah, basements would be indoor, in-ground pools here in Florida, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't want the things that would come with them, snakes and gators. So.
A Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jane,
Hi,
reached
Jane.
out to us about a very creepy experience she had
Ooh,
in her
that's
family
pretty.
home in Norway. So while
That'd be
Jane is in the basement grabbing some tools for her brother, she hears something that puts her on edge. She hits record on her phone as she investigates, and what happens next is truly bizarre.
Why aren't the
Og
lights?
vi satt
Oh, never
bort
mind.
til broren min, for han driver og fikser for
Yes,
bil. Så
Okay, that sounded like a goat. Or a sheep.
I was gonna say, it almost sounded like a cat with a hairball.
oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Hva var det? Jeg sverger det er bare mannen der. Jeg skjønner. Så gasspiller. Så jævlig creepy. Hallo?
The cat's getting ready to throw up.
It's not people in here.
Ever notice how people know English once they're scared?
Hallo?
No.
What if it's your brother playing a trick on her?
Ok. Hva faen? Det er faktisk artig.
Now that you say that.
Hallo?
Don't look at. Oh,
Litt sånn.
nope.
I probably, no.
Ok, jeg må ta vekk til han.
She
Jane
could have
hears
closed the
several
door. She
weird
could have closed the
screeches
door.
coming from somewhere near her
That
in the
second
basement. And then when she
noise.
leaves, the door seems to
Once you
slam
said her brother
shut
could be playing a
its
trick on her,
own.
it almost sounded like
But
a guy just going,
Did you see?
bleh.
Jane looks into a mirror 2 times while walking through
Yeah,
the basement.
there's the second
The
time,
first time, there's nothing out of the ordinary. But the
there's
second
something.
time, something
yeah.
seems to be standing in the doorway.
I thought I
right
saw
behind
that.
her.
I wasn't sure.
Okay, so real quick, it looked like a coat on a coat hanger hanging on the door.
A little bit.
Then as she leaves, the door seems to slam shut on its own. But did you see it? Jane looks into a mirror 2
So it's not there
times
the
while
first time.
walking through the basement. The first time, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But the second time,
See, it looks like it's a coat on a coat hanger.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a person or anything. It doesn't look like one. It's too like oddly shaped. I don't know. Just
I mean that's just my perspectives. Like, who knows?
something seems to be standing in the doorway right behind her.
standing is a
To
stretch.
this day, Jane has no idea what happened, but says that the experience gave her the creeps. Now, again, Jane says she has never posted this video anywhere online and wishes to remain anonymous. So,
But we
I
know
have
she
to
looks
leave it
like-
up to you.
I was like, how
Do
did
you
we
think
watch
Jane
it?
captured something paranormal? And if not, then just who or what is this?
It doesn't look like a.
Up in smoke. It's around 11:30 at night, and Jocelyn is working in a smoke shop in central Alabama when she hears a noise coming from the back of the store.
Guys, I'm working by my fucking self, and I hear fucking noise in the back.
Oh,
Bro. I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Something can be seen moving around in the storage area.
Oh,
in
no,
the
I didn't
back.
see that.
Yeah.
After posting
something
the video
flew
online,
back there,
shocked
like a
viewers
bat?
asked Jocelyn to check
Or a
the security
bird?
footage of the
Yeah.
camera in the back. Now, whatever this is, it doesn't show up on camera. But about 4 hours later, in the middle of the night, when the store's closed and empty, this happens.
Is it having a rave? Oh, and that.
Huh.
At around 4 in the morning, a ladder falls over by itself, and a pillow seems to appear out of nowhere and just drops down the stairs.
Hey guys.
Now, Jocelyn says
Sleepover.
that she is so shaken up that she has no intentions of ever returning to work at the store.
Well,
and
good
might
for you.
actually just quit her job. But is this real paranormal activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Too close for comfort. Amateur paranormal investigators Jared, his brother David, and a friend get together one night to investigate
Jaguars.
Jared's own house in Blackpool, England.
Oh, did he
You
have
see,
Jaguars?
Jared claims
He had
that
a
he's
Jaguars hat on.
experienced some creepy, unexplained events in the house. So Jared's brother David is holding an SLS camera with built-in night vision when he walks through the downstairs area to see if the camera maps out any strange figures. But then something happens that absolutely freaks out everyone.
Using the night vision camera or the SLS, so that's why they're still behind me, because we don't want to keep mapping them. We want to see what we can map ourselves.
Just have a look around the room, Dave. You never know. We caught some orbs in there last time I was up here.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see
The
some
kitty,
there.
yeah.
You never know.
With that,
We're stuck on two of the K2 meter.
K2, what was that?
Yeah, we've got Jeff behind us doing the K2 and he's got a couple of lights on it, you know, so we don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, all we can do is just keep
Yeah,
going
so
past
we'll-
and
Oh.
see.
Whoa! What the hell? Did I just see something or am I imagining that?
I don't know, let's go.
What the hell? I don't know. To me it looked like a face. Dave?
I thought I saw something.
Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it.
That was really spooky.
As David pans around the living room, he captures what appears to be a bizarre pale face peeking out from behind the door to the hallway.
Heck. No.
Whoa! What the hell?
The group looks through the house and even attempts to debunk what they just saw, but they can find no explanation as to what this is. Antoine's
So, I mean, it could have been another mannequin head, right?
Maybe?
Maybe, or one of the... Well, okay. It didn't look like any of the guys.
Definitely not.
And it kind of looked possibly female, but... I don't know.
It almost looked like a mask, like a white mask.
Yeah. So... Huh.
Oh.
Question mark on that one.
Yeah, it was creepy looking. It's like...
It's just... And, well, on top of that, that was also really quick.
Yeah, he
So-
just was... passed right by over and then came back almost instantly.
Yeah.
restaurant. Isabel Riley recently told a very creepy story online and followed it up with one of the creepiest pictures you'll ever see.
I need to tell you guys about the most insane evidence that I have ever seen of a ghost existing. Backstory. I was at a company get-together with my CEOs, my coworkers, and one of the owners of the company. We all looked at us and was like, hey, do you guys want to see a ghost picture? Immediately, yes. He begins to tell us that
Immediately, yes.
he was in New Orleans at a restaurant called Antoine's. New Orleans, first of all, super haunted city. If you know, you know. And Antoine's is one of the oldest restaurants in the city. One of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. It
So it's
has
in the French
a lot of
Quarter.
history. It used to be a jail. It is a really well-established place. Has been around forever. So he's dining at this restaurant, and he is offered a tour of the wine cellar. The wine cellar is
The wine cellar. So they went and had some spirits?
Haha.
I can't resist. I'm sorry.
We should have some
huge, has
spirits.
thousands of bottles
Yeah.
of wine, probably worth millions of dollars. So he's taking a tour of the wine cellar. He's taking pictures. There's this guy in the wine cellar on a laptop who is apparently at auction buying more rare wine for the collection. My CEO takes pictures of this guy on his laptop, doesn't think anything of it, he doesn't see anything, leaves the restaurant, calls it a day. The next morning, he's looking through the photos and notices something. So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You can see this guy who is on his laptop.
Okay, I just have to say, like, that just looks like a really, really old library, even though it's, like, in the basement.
Yeah.
So, like
With
almost...
wine bottles everywhere.
Like, it's almost like Harry Potter, almost, you know?
That reminds me of that.
So, anyway. Next picture, please be good, please be good.
At auction, doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
So we all see that. That is
It's a
full
lady.
body apparition. Looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
So just who could the creepy alleged ghost woman dressed all in black in the photo be?
Wait.
For that, we
Part of
go
his
into the
jacket was
history.
there.
Yeah. Like part of his jacket was like the bottom
Yeah,
part.
it looked like
of
her
the
dress, yeah.
So if anything, I think it was the torso enough that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was huge. Like, I was expecting maybe a face, but not something that
Full.
dramatic. So.
Of the restaurant. Antoine Alciatore opened his restaurant all the way back in 1840. Then in 1875, Antoine passed away when he was only 55 years old. When he died, he left his wife Julie in charge of the restaurant. So could this be Julie's spirit still looking over the restaurant from beyond the grave?
I mean, it's possible.
Well, let me know what you think.
It looks like the picture.
We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
We'll do
Bye,
nukes.
Felicia. One night, Felicia Hall is out on her back deck playing with her dog when things get weird.
And at night? You're doing this at night?
She's got some lighting on her porch. I don't know.
Yeah, but still. Okay, I was looking out in the woods. I was not expecting a
Yeah,
voice.
I was looking around the yard. Dog's like, Mom?
But
Where'd you go?
But get out. I mean, they're already out.
Nowhere, Felicia hears something that sounds like someone whispering right in her ear. Something that says, "Get out." As you can tell in the video, Felicia is absolutely terrified and screams and hurries back inside, leaving her dog to wonder,
Yeah.
what just happened?
See?
So
Mom,
does
I
it
got a
seem
ball.
an angry supernatural warning? You decide. Revenants and renovations. A man who works as a nurse at the IMSS hospital in Manzanillo, Mexico, was taking a tour of the recently renovated clinic number 10.
Okay, first of all, we all know that renovating old buildings is just not a good idea, even if it's necessary. So,
Depends on the building.
yeah, because, I mean, already hospitals are places of life and death, and...
True. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what happened down in Mexico.
Now, the old hospital was built in 1932 and has seen its share of death and suffering for over 90 years. So, the nurse is filming with his phone as he walks through the renovated clinic.
Oh, come on, why do the lights have to be off? Okay, it's like he's purposely trying to find something if he's just staying.
You're not moving. Something gonna go across.
Later,
Oh,
when he reviews
oh,
the footage of the
oh.
old hospital, he spots something that sends a chill down his spine. Something resembling a small pale face can be seen peeking around the corner in clinic number
Yep.
10.
Yep.
The man
Yep.
is shocked. He says that he never noticed this strange face while filming. The man's aunt posted his video to the internet, and many viewers believe that he might have captured the spirit of a patient who passed away at the old hospital. On Earth. This next creepy story has been going viral and actually made international news. So, TikTok user Katie Santry from Columbus, Ohio woke up one morning to find that things in her home office seem to have been mysteriously moved around.
I think my house is haunted and I'm freaking out. Like,
Are you sure it's not a mother-in-law who has a spare key?
The plot twist.
I'm just saying, I mean, there's plenty of Reddit stories where mother-in-laws have come into the house and moved stuff about.
That's true.
So, let's see. She might have some.
What's more scary?
I mean, I can't say since my mother-in-law has unfortunately passed before I got to meet her. So,
I guess it would be the same situation.
well, true.
It would be a haunting.
True. But I've been told that she and I would have gotten along. So who knows? She might be helping me.
That'd be sweet.
So, and I mean, your mother-in-law's still living.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, she's in another state.
No, she's here.
She's here in Florida. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she lives like 15. No, like 20 minutes away from me.
Okay. So.
It's possible.
I didn't know because I mean it's been forever since you've talked about her, so I didn't know.
I'm literally shaking. This is my sunroom. This is where I work. I sit here every day. There's a playroom here, doors here.
Okay,
This
nice
is the
office
space.
area.
I worked in here
Yes.
last night until about 6:30. Everything was fine. Shut my laptop. We close these doors. The dogs don't come in here at night. No one is in this room. I'm down this morning to work.
Bless you.
Screen.
Oh.
shower.
Oh.
This stuff down here. This hanging off. Here's the next bit of important information. So we're building a fence, and back here we dug a hole. There is a rolled up carpet buried underground that we came across as we were digging this hole.
Rolled up carpet. So you mean to tell me that there's a possible body?
Yeah, look over there. Ashes in that? Like remains of any kind in that carpet?
Or what? Because I mean, you don't just roll up a carpet and bury it.
Yeah.
Like just for for
Maybe-
giggles
Maybe she
and stuff.
explains.
Okay.
Rolled up carpet. Who? And why the
Yeah.
is there a rolled up carpet underground?
Katie shares her strange story online,
Because bodies.
and viewers suggest that there just might be something more buried in the yard, inside that rug.
How deep is that? Like at least 2 feet?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, right now.
At the intense urging of thousands of video commenters, Katie decides to call the police to check out the rug.
Oh, no.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see the tassel, and then at the end of the. Geez, I don't even know. Carpet's wow. What does it say? It's not, it says 6 feet long.
Oh yeah, no, there's just something like weird.
Now, Katie says that she thinks the rug is a bit strange, but she doesn't really think it's anything suspicious. That is until Columbus
on.
detectives arrive at her house with cadaver-sniffing dogs.
It's like, puppy, go do your job.
Yep.
He's like, okay, don't mind me. I'm just going to get to the bathroom right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you got two confirms.
Two cadaver dogs both signal and sit on the area where the rug was found, indicating that the dogs believe that there is a body there. And this is when Katie's casual story about a paranormal haunting and a buried rug starts to get a bit out of control. In fact,
I mean,
Katie's
she's
story
not that
becomes
far from the
international
rug.
news.
In a series of videos garnering millions of views, Katie Santry shared she may have discovered a body buried in a rug in her yard.
The entire thing blew up on TikTok this week.
The investigation stemming from social media. Police in Columbus saw a woman's TikTok showing she and her husband found this rug buried in her yard. She reached out to police. Well, police showed up with cadaver dogs.
Even after the first dog sat, I really didn't think the second dog was going to do it too. I thought maybe it was just an accident. And when the second dog did it too, I freaked out.
I think it is absolutely crazy for something to happen like in our area like this.
Understandably, Katie is completely overwhelmed as the homicide team arrives at her property to dig.
This is crazy. Okay.
It might not mean anything yet.
Okay.
Wait and see what the interpretation of the results are.
Okay.
Oh my f***ing god. So homicide is here and missing persons, and now CSI is bringing the shovels out.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, it's just another lovely day in Columbus.
News
And
camera set up over
oh
there.
yeah, by the way, our neighbor found a
Okay, they're
body in
digging.
their backyard.
They've been digging, and there's 6 of them. Some of them are in the hole.
Katie's viewers watch and wait for hours as the homicide team carefully digs out and examines pieces of the stained carpet.
You guys, they've recovered the hole, and this has been the most absurd, insane experience of my life. What did they find? No, they didn't find a body. They found a mother effing rug with some rubber. The question remains of why did the dogs hit? I don't know. Both dogs, not just one, 2. I don't know. The other question remains is who broke my laptop?
That's weird.
There,
Rubber.
like maybe
Like binding or something?
binding, maybe rubber gloves, or because I mean, who knows how long that rug has been down in the ground. And, I mean, they said that it was stained. I mean, it could be blood.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
I don't know, did you... It'd be interesting to look this case up. Like, if it's been on the news so much.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I feel sorry for her. And, yes, who broke her laptop?
Exactly.
Just... Because, I mean, she said that the dogs don't go in there.
Yeah.
And, well, okay, she didn't show us what type of dogs she has.
Mm-hmm.
Are they big dogs, medium dogs, or small dogs?
So, Katie is happy with the news that the Columbus homicide team has not found anything suspicious buried with the rug.
So
But
weird.
viewers that followed Katie's story and even some news reporters are just not completely convinced.
Okay, so the update is they took the rug.
Okay.
Police did. They did not find a body
Huh.
yet
Yeah, what do you mean yet?
because the dogs marked on the rug, so there has to have been a body at some point.
I don't believe for a second they didn't find anything in that rug. Not for a single second. I think she was posting too much about it, so they decided not to tell her what they found.
I was
Or,
wondering.
because they took it away for forensics, it was a murder on the rug, no body.
Could be.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't believe for a second there was nothing on
Yeah,
that
because
rug.
she was like
So even though police say the rug was
actively
fine, there's still some
recording and
skepticism
posting
and
videos.
some
Yeah.
outright conspiracy theories about that rug. But what do you think? Alone? Matty Magarachi says that his house in Monroe Township, New Jersey is very haunted. In fact, Matty has been posting about the strange
Puppies.
activity in his home for over 4 years. One night, Matty is home alone with his dogs when strange things start to happen.
Well, I mean, first of all, this is New Jersey. I mean, Jersey Devil. Yeah.
True.
And, I mean, Jersey Shore. So,
I was thinking that.
so
Oh, Snooki's gonna get you.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I could just imagine her waddling. Just anyway, so, and I mean, apart from that, I mean, there are some haunted places. So, who knows? It'll be interesting to see what exactly he caught besides those cups flying.
Mm-hmm. Dopey's watching.
What's going on?
Tapping on the window. That could be a friend though, cause see how the curtains are? Or the blinds?
Yeah.
Maddie's parents are away on vacation, leaving him all alone in the house.
Or are
And something else happens
You
that
locked
makes
them
his
out.
blood run cold.
See, the blinds are further down.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? What the was that?
So these are just a couple of the many videos that Maddie has shared online over the last 4
I
years.
don't really see.
So could it be that Maddie's house is actually
I
haunted?
saw what was sticking
by-
there, but it doesn't look like a face or anything.
No, I think so. Here's what I'm going to say. Like, further back,
Mm-hmm.
that's a mirror, and that's him in the reflection.
Could be.
And he's just seen his reflection, and since he's just so on guard,
I think I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Something? Or is it all just
Yeah.
a very elaborate hoax? You
He's
decide.
spooked by his own reflection. Hmm.
anyway,
Interesting.
anyway, very, very interesting video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them could have been, I think, actual hauntings. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe the carpet, the rug thing. I mean,
Yeah, the carpet's definitely interesting. The renovated hospital.
I don't think the dark chat. Like, I have my suspicions of that.
I have my suspicions with that one as well. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, she says that she's alone, but, I mean,
Yeah.
there could be somebody helping her. But
I haven't seen all her videos, but I think there's, like, a lot of them. Like, they all seem to be just... I don't know. I don't think... I was going to say massively produced, but I don't think that necessarily discredits them.
yeah,
But it just seems like...
yeah.
a lot. If that makes sense.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what other videos there are.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch more.
So, and so with that being said, we will end this video. But just remember that no matter what, no matter where, and no matter how, you are loved. Till next time.
Bye.